Hello and welcome to the Skyrival channel, and today I'm going to bring to you guys what is the best value graphics card right now for 2016. I know a whole bunch of graphics cards just came out, so I bet you guys are really anxious to know out of all these graphics cards, which one is the best for my money. So I've chosen out 3 really good contenders to this prize, but as you know, we gotta crown one to be the pure winner for best value graphics cards, so let's get into the video. Now, in random order, our first contender is the RX 460 for $100. This is AMD's very valuable performing graphics card that's only priced at $100, targeted towards the major PC gaming audience who's going to be playing a lot of MOBAs, basic lightweight PC games, and just want a really cheap graphics card. Now, obviously, this has some pretty good specs on it for $100. It has 2 GB of VRAM, it has a decently high clock speed, and it's based off of the Polaris 11 chipset. But the main reason why it's so valuable for its price is that it is at such a low wattage and it doesn't require a power pin connector that you can literally slap this graphics card into any desktop computer. Even if you have like that regular old Dell computer that still has its old HD 7700 or pretty much any old graphics card, but its power supply can only support up to 400 watts or 300 watts, and you can't really slap in there like an RX 480 or GTX 1070 because it'll be too much wattage for the PC. It doesn't require a power connector and it's going to be at such a low wattage, you can just slap it into your PC and it'll run. Right now, I view it as the best upgradable graphics card you can use for regular desktop computers if you want to turn your regular old desktop computer into a gaming PC, which is what makes this new RX 460 for $100, which might give near GTX 950 performance, very valuable. Now, our second contender for the best graphics card for your money is the GTX 1060 for $250. This is Nvidia's new mid-range graphics card for $250, and it's giving some pretty darn good performance for about $200 less than a GTX 980. But anyways, you're getting some really awesome gaming performance out of it. It's one of the best price to performance ratio graphics cards out right now. But if you're going to be a media content producer, like if you're going to be a YouTube gamer, if you're going to be a streamer, and you want a graphics card that not only can play games really well, but can also help out your rendering and editing, or can also record games very well, then the GTX 1060 is a very appealing option. With Shadowplay, you can record games with no lag and no sort of slowing down your game, because Shadowplay is so well optimized for Nvidia GPUs that it's basically one of the best recording solutions right now for PC games. And obviously, with the GTX 1060, you're given a ton of CUDA cores to work with if you want to utilize those CUDA cores to be used towards editing and rendering of any sort. The only con that I see in this graphics card is that it doesn't support SLI, which is a bit of a downside for people who are wanting to put another 1060 in their build if they just want to double their graphics performance. But if you're going to be a PC gamer who just plans to stick to one card, then the 1060 is a very good option. Now, the last contender for the best value graphics card for 2016 is the AMD RX 480 for $200. This is AMD's primary flagship GPU right now, and it's in the mid-range price of about $200 to $300. This is giving some pretty solid performance, as it's almost close to the GTX 1060 in terms of its performance for about $50 less, and it's almost up there with the GTX 970 for its performance for about $100 less. So it's definitely a great card whenever you compare its price to performance. And on top of that, you can get a 4GB or 8GB variant model, so if you want to get more VRAM out of your graphics card, it's all going to cost you about $40 extra to upgrade the RX 480. FreeSync is supported, which is the inexpensive way to allow a really good dynamic refresh rate on your monitor. And on top of that, this actually does support Crossfire, so in the future, if you wanted to double your graphics performance, it's only going to cost you an extra $200 to slap in another RX 480. For its price, it gives some pretty amazing price to performance ratios, and multiplying that in Crossfire is going to be a really good deal for you. And lastly, actually in DirectX 12 games, which is the future of DirectX technology for PC games, the RX 480 is actually performing better over the GTX 1060 for $50 less. And if you don't know what DirectX 12 is, it's basically the future of graphics technology. Right now, a lot of games are still running on DirectX 11, but eventually all games will be moving on to a DirectX 12. And since the RX 480 is quite optimized for DX12 over the GTX 1060 for $50 less, I see this more as a future-proof card for a gaming PC that's being planned to be pretty much alive for a long time. So this will do well in future games as well. Anyways though, we gotta bring it down to a winner, guys. So in my opinion, what is the best value graphics card out right now for 2016? well, that award has to go to the RX 480. No matter what graphics card you're looking for, if it's a $300 graphics card or a $150, you have to settle on the RX 480. It's giving some very solid performance for its price, and it's very good in terms of a future-proof PC, as it will perform well in future games as well as games now in today's age. And it has a lot of good features too, like increased VRAM, FreeSync support, and I mean, for its price, I feel like it's a very solid graphics card, and for $200, nothing can beat it really right now for its price. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and all that, and this is the Scatterable channel signing out.